Hey all, it's Aaron. In my last video, I reviewed this selection from the Little Mermaid live-action dolls by Mattel. In that video, I went over the budget Ariel doll, the 3-pack with her sisters, and the Vanessa doll. I really liked them and I was excited to get more from that collection. This time, we'll be looking at 2 more dolls I picked up now that they're available to purchase online and in stores. I bought the Ariel on Land doll, which was $14.99, and the 2-pack of Ariel and Prince Eric for $29.99, both which I bought at Target. Last time we saw Ariel in her mermaid look, and this time she's gonna be in her human form wearing a blue dress. And then this 2-pack of Eric and Ariel has her wearing the same dress, but with some differences that we'll go into. I think Prince Eric's doll turned out great, and Ariel looks adorable as always. The packaging is the same as the previous dolls I reviewed, very simple with a white and blue color scheme. I really love this image of Hallie as Ariel. I think it looks so beautiful. I'm also really curious about the accessories in this set, like her plastic pink headband, this mermaid figurine, and of course her bag where she carries all of her collectibles. This 2-pack also has the same packaging design, and on the back we can see photos of the dolls as well as other pictures like Mermaid Ariel and Ursula. And this is the back of Ariel on Land. I personally think that these stock photos don't do justice to how pretty these dolls are. And look at Flounder on the side. First, I'm going to open this Ariel. The packaging is very easy to open. I also like that it uses minimal plastic. Great for the oceans, I guess. And now we're going to take out the happy couple. Bye for now, Eric. This is the background of the box. It's a really beautiful shot of Eric's castle. Here's the Ariel on Land doll out of the box. So first off, one thing that is really cool about this doll is that she can stand by herself. Her face is the same as the previous dolls. The head is sculpted to Halle Bailey's likeness. She has shimmery eyeshadow, pinkish lips, and I love that they included Halle's beauty mark. You can also see her edges are painted on. Like the previous Ariel dolls I reviewed, her hair is a combination of saran and this layer of yarn twists that are meant to represent Halle's locks. It's soft to the touch and lays nicely. As for the dress, it's simple. It's a combination of different fabrics. It's inspired by this blue dress that Ariel will be wearing in the film. Of course, this is an homage to the original blue dress that Ariel wears in the animated film. She has long puffy sheer sleeves. I think the work on the frilly neckline is nicely done. For her skirt, they use this shirt fabric, which I think has a nice weight to it, and I think it does a good job of emulating the way that the skirt looks in the actual dress. And as for her, what do you call them? Oh, feet. They're flat, and she's wearing these brown sandals. Here's how the back of her dress looks. It closes with Velcro. Now we're going to take a look at this version of Ariel from the set. So this doll is supposed to be wearing the same dress, but with several differences. I want to say that unlike the other doll, she can't stand by herself because she's wearing these high-heeled pink boots. One of the main differences about this one's dress is that there's a lot more print detail. Her corset has the same detail we can see on the dress. You can see the print work in the dress throughout. She has the same pretty face we've seen in the other dolls. This time she's wearing a pink headband inspired by the one that she's going to be wearing in the film. It's made out of soft plastic and is held on by these T-tags, which are a bit too distracting. Her hair is the same, but I feel like the twists in my doll are a bit more curled. In the back, her dress also closes with Velcro. Now onto the doll of Prince Eric. Just like I previously stated about the stock photos, I think that he looks a lot better in person. In the stock photos, he was posed very rigid-like, probably because of the pants that he has, which are sculpted onto his legs rather than actual fabric. His removable clothing are this white shirt and this blue vest. I think his head sculpt and his face turned out great. Like all the dolls in this line, they have a great resemblance to the actors playing them. In this case, it looks just like Jonah Hauer-King, who is playing Prince Eric. Look at those dimples. I think personally he was very well cast as Eric. Moving on to his fashion, we're going to look at the removable pieces, the white shirt and the vest. The vest has these printed on details like these gold buttons. The vest removes easily, and I like that they're not like sewn together or anything. The white shirt looks almost exactly like the one Eric wears in the animated version. This shirt is also removable and closes with Velcro. Now moving on to the pants, like I said, they're not fabric, they're hollow plastic. It's not a great look, it looks, feels, and sounds just like plastic. I also thought that the boots were going to be molded on, but I'm pleasantly surprised that they're removable. They're dark brown and made out of soft plastic. Just like Ariel, his head turns in all ways. As for the body articulation, it's pretty basic. He moves at the shoulders and he can sit down like this. I guess he can also throw a kick if you want. Him just pose like this makes him look very rigid, but if you do some posing like turn his head or something, he'll look a lot more lifelike. I absolutely plan on giving him a more posable body. So that's enough of Prince Eric. We're going to go back to the real star. I'm picking this doll back up again and I'm just going to show off her articulation. It's pretty basic just like Eric's. I want to go back to the topic of her feet because I just want to show how one foot is high-heeled arched and one is a flat foot. I think that gives you a pretty good incentive to get both of these Ariels. If I'm not mistaken, even though the movie hasn't come out, with the clues that they've given us, I think she's going to alternate footwear. And I think with the walking that she'll be doing on her new legs and strolling along the kingdom, she's definitely gonna need some comfortable options. Here you can see the difference between her feet. The high-heeled one looks really pretty. Great job, Ursula. Although I appreciate this headband detail, I think I'm gonna take it off and replace it with a fabric one. I put an underskirt on her to see if it would give the skirt a better shape, but I don't think that it made that much of a difference. Since in the actual dress, Ariel's sleeves are shorter than the doll has them, I'm going to simply raise them up so that they look more accurate to the actual look. I'm also going to do the same with the Ariel from the Tupac. Thankfully, the end of the sleeve has elastic, so it's not hard to do this. One thing that I noticed, and I'm not sure if it's maybe on just my dolls, but that the Tupac Ariel has more fabric on her sleeves, which gives it a puffier look. Now I'm going to be looking at her accessories. It's a plastic bag in like this warm beige color. I love that Ariel's going to be using a bag because of course she uses it as a mermaid. It has like woven detailing and tassels at the end, and you can hang it on her shoulders. This mermaid figurine is included and it's really detailed. It has some really cool scale details on the tail, and you can even see the grooves in the hair. I think this is a really cool new collectible for Ariel to learn about. The cool part about the bag is that it has an opening and you can actually put the mermaid figurine inside. I always thought that the scenes of Ariel exploring on land in the original animated film were way too short. So in this live action film, I'm very much looking forward to seeing Ariel spend time with Eric and seeing what new things she learns about land. Looking at these two blue dress Ariel dolls, you can appreciate the differences a lot better. Because the Tupac Ariel is wearing those pink boots, she looks a lot taller than the solo Ariel doll. It's really interesting the touch that the pink headband adds to her look. Although I prefer the doll from the Tupac, I would have liked if they used the fabric from the solo doll for the Tupac. I just think that the texture reads a lot better. Regardless of the differences, both are still very cute dolls. If you don't care for Prince Eric from the Tupac, or maybe you're on a budget, I think that the solo version is still a good option. You could just make the headband yourself. And here's the ladies' man himself, Mr. Loverboy, and his two twin sister girlfriends fighting over him. But for real, this is the real love triangle. Of course, the sneaky Vanessa wormed her way in. Okay, Eric is hypnotized, so it's not really a mutual thing with Vanessa. It's like a very twisted soap opera, and I am here for it. I can't wait to see it play out in the film. Of course, personally for me, it's Ariel and Eric endgame. These dolls look really cute together, and from what I've seen of Ariel and Eric in live action, they have great chemistry. I really enjoyed the set, but if there's one thing that I could complain about is that Ariel's face looks too animated compared to Eric's. And here's the Ariel doll from the 3-pack with the sisters that I reviewed earlier next to On Land Ariel. Both are adorable, but despite all the accessories from the 2-pack Ariel, it's always going to be Mermaid Ariel for me. Since these releases, several other Ariel dolls have been announced. I'm trying really hard not to get all of these. Tell me which of these dolls you want to get, and if you enjoyed this review, subscribe to my channel so you can see more doll reviews and more of my custom doll projects. I do videos in both English and Spanish. Thank you for watching.